Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Come on in, say hi. I'm just giving the cards a good shuffle while this video starts to get pushed out. Don't forget, you can catch replay here on Facebook as well as my YouTube channel. Just search Angela MacLellan. Ooh, 8 cards. What? It's been a long time since we had a nice long reading. Hi, Crystal. All right, let's jump right into it. This is your weekly forecast for the December week of the 16th through to the 22nd. Time is just scooting by. I apologize. I still have my tickle in my throat. It definitely is lingering. Really excited that full moon energy. We're still in it. So the full moon was full yesterday. It's always the day before, during, and after. We really feel that full effect of the full moon energy. This full moon is interesting to me because it is really wrapping up energy and life lessons and really kind of bringing in answers and solutions and directions to questions and lessons that have started in June of this month or of this year, so June 2024. And so as you sit in reflection of everything that has been bubbling up to the surface the last week, you can really see the connections to June of 2024 and how a lot of those thought patterns, a lot of those maybe discontentments, maybe the desires for change started, and here we are, 6 months later, wrapping that up. Okay. I'm excited to see what's in store. Really getting eager to get into that 2025 energy. There's so many funny memes and videos going around on, being battered and bruised and being like, I survived 2024. It is definitely a doozy of a year. So let's get into it, see what Spirit wants us to know from the 16th through to the 22nd. Love this. This is one of my favorite cards because it really brings in self-power and it's bringing in through success and contentment. There is success from the choices and the actions on your behalf. So this is coming into achievement because of your efforts. Okay. It's also bringing in the opportunity for new. And so there is this completion, there is this success. And then this is definitely a stepping stone in helping you to move forward. Okay. Everything turning out beautifully. There is this feeling of, believe it, let that exhale go. There has been a lot of intensity. You may be feeling a lot of pressure, heightened anxiety, broken sleep, very, very frequent and intense the last 6 to 8 weeks. And so you're going to notice how this is starting to subside as well. So we're really looking forward to that. As you move forward, really wanting to focus on the end of this year, moving into the new year of what is it that you love? Getting back to that basics, getting back to what actually matters. It's so easy to get caught up in the go, 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 in how you think that it should be and how you think that or what you think you should be putting your energy on, right? Your path is your path. Your timeline is your timeline. And so there is this feeling of if we're trying to push that, if we're trying to skip steps, then we're going to create quite the resistance or quite the discontentment and definitely an imbalance within our life, right? And so we are wanting to kind of get back to that basics and moving forward and going, okay, what do I what do I want? What brings me joy? What are my passions? Because when you are in that fight or flight and when we're in that survivor mode, which I think almost all of us have been, there is very little time for, or very little energy for, focusing on what we love, focusing on our passion projects. You may love to exercise. You may love to craft. You may love to game. You may love to cook. You may have noticed that all of those things have decreased because there just wasn't enough energy to fuel those passions. Well, the energy and the priorities are shifting now. right? And so really wanting to focus on what you love, allow your creativity to soar, allow your passion to start to expand again, because not only is divine timing allowing that and supporting it, you have the extra energy for it and will continue as you move forward. There does seem to be an opportunity where you're feeling like your back is up. Okay. This can be, somebody being unhinged. This could be somebody picking a fight, because I feel like, oh, I have to protect myself, right? This could be spicy words. This could be a troll on the internet. This could be, complicated family member. There is this feeling of being pushed. There is this feeling of getting a little riled up. Now, nipping it in the butt is the best thing to do. They're like, nope, absolutely zero tolerance for this. Absolutely just shut it down. There's not a strong reaction, because there is this feeling of like, oh, of course, right on cue, right? Week of Christmas, right on cue. So there is this feeling of like, not today. We're not going there. I'm not going to let you ruin my peace. I'm going to protect my peace. And so, one, you're right in where you stand with this. You're right in not letting it get to you. But there is, actions or words that need to be taken to shut that down. Okay. There is also learning something new. This is coming in, which I was like, really? Because new jobs, new beginnings doesn't really happen. Well, it's not as common the week before Christmas. But hey, if that's not 2024 for you, I don't know what is, right? There is this new beginning coming in. So we do have this vulnerability of learning something new. And then the Dreamer's card, which is a significant new beginning. So it may not be the timeline that you expect, but it is coming in for your highest good. Okay. The vulnerability means this may be something that is new for you. Maybe you've never done this before. Maybe you're unsure if you're capable of doing it. You absolutely are. I have no worries around that. This feels like, yeah. And look, it's bringing in the ending. So you're walking out this door to walk through this door, right? We got to leave behind. And then here we are moving into our dreams, our hopes and our dreams. And so this is definitely coming in. It may be the feeling of me kind of being put back a little bit is the timeline. Is because we already have all these other balls in the air. Now this opportunity comes up. This is a yes, right? And so there is this feeling of wanting to encourage you, because answer prayer is an answer prayer no matter what day of the year it comes in. Right? It just is. If the timeline is throwing you off, mention that. Say, hey, yes, absolutely. I definitely can commit to the surgery, the job, the move, the trip. But can we talk about this, December 30th or January 2nd or whatever? Don't be afraid to communicate clearly. Take ownership, appreciation, and then be honest is something that is going to be important. Okay. The renewal card's coming out. I'm not surprised seeing this. I think we're all going to be in this retrospect energy until pretty much the middle of January, where we're really looking back and seeing, learning from experiences of this year, maybe trying to course correct some actions or some experiences that have come in. And so kind of reviewing and looking back. What's interesting, ooh, that is so good. That just gave me the shivers. What's interesting is now being on this side of the full moon, you're going to be in retrospect and you're going to be reflecting on actions and experiences going back the last 3 years and seeing them completely different. And something that I have learned along the years is if you have a lesson, if you have an experience that repeats, that keeps coming up for you, it means that we're missing something, that there's still healing that needs to be had, or that we need to see it in a different view, need to see it in a different light. Okay. And so this is this retrospective, reflectionary energy that's coming in. we're still a little low energy, to be honest. So be intentional with what you're taking on, how you're spending your time. I think that's going to be something you're going to hear a lot from me over the next 8 to 12 months is we're being intentional. We're being intentional with our spending. We're being intentional with our energy. We're being intentional with our emotions. We're being intentional with every decision that we're making, not out of scarcity, but out of understanding and wanting to be mindful, and I want to say frugal with the energy that we give so freely, which is so interesting because when we are in scarcity mindset, we're very rarely frugal, right? It's a completely different feeling and a different experience. And because it's fueled by fear, we tend to overgive, overspend. Well, what if I don't have again? Let me get it now while I can, right? Or you never know when it's going to come around. And so it's a different experience. Being intentional, I think, goes hand in hand with being a little frugal, a little mindful with the energy that you're willing to give, right? So energy out is time, energy out is emotions, energy out is money, right? Is your like appearance, your addition, right? And so there is a lot more mindfulness and a lot more desire to be retreated and reserved coming in the coming months. Okay. But it's not scarcity, which I love. There's also the needing to let go. And so I do see you here. You are releasing people, places, and things that no longer serve you, wanting to do what is right. What's interesting is they say, listen, the outcome is going to be the outcome. The outcome is the outcome, and they make me feel like it's out of your hands, right? Your job is to then allow yourself and let yourself heal. Let yourself grow. Let yourself expand. And that comes in with this releasing, letting go of what no longer serves you. Okay. And so whether this is a person, place, thing, environment, mindset, belief systems, vice, habit, there is this letting go. Okay. This can also be coming in as expectations, as wants and desires. I know for sure part of my process of leading up to the holiday season, I'm like, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this and this. And then the closer I get, I'm like, I'm not going to do that or that or that or that or that, right? And so don't be afraid to move that goalpost. Don't be afraid to take some things off your list, okay? Really needing to give yourself permission. I know you want to do what's right, but by honoring yourself and doing what you feel is right for you is what is right. That may look like broken plans. That may look like traditions changing, and that's okay. That is okay. There's also seems to be a lot of chatter and a lot of, I don't know if it's probable conflict. It's like it's all around you, but it has nothing to do with you. So like, don't attach to it, right? There's this feeling of like, oh, I'm here. I can hear the chaos around me. I can hear they're in a tiff or they're stressed out about this. And I can very well easily insert myself and make it my problem. It is not your problem, guys. It is not for you to carry. And looking back as they go ding, 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 ding. That is what we were just saying about 2025 when we're being intentional with our energy. If it is not for you to carry, it is not yours to carry. Okay. And so this is coming in this week as well, because there is this, I see it. And when they show me 50-50, that means it's up to you in that moment to decide. Are you going to go, not my monkey, not my circus? Or are you going to take it on as your own and have yourself in a tizzy? Okay. Because there is this feeling of needing to take that temporary pause and go, okay, hang on. Right? What is it? And it's very interesting. And it's, sorry, I'm going to cough again. It's very easy to take it on. Right? especially if you're sensitive to energy, especially if you, when you sit and you communicate and you're with your people, you are like melded into their energy. It feels like it's yours to carry. But there is something very magical about that boundary of going, this is not mine. This is not mine. Doesn't mean that you're not loving. It doesn't mean that you're not caring. It just means that you recognize, because these are adults. This is not children. These are adults, right? That no matter how much time and energy you give, no matter how sound your advice is, no matter how much sleep you lose, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. They're going to say whatever they're going to say, and they're going to decide whatever they're going to decide. And so that's where you go, okay, I wish you well. I'm here if you need me, but I'm not going to give you hours or days of my time and energy for you to then turn around and do something completely different and not even appreciate it, right? And so there is a lot of power and magic of going, yeah, if that's what you feel is right, right? Especially when this comes in, especially very frequent with family members, right? That enmeshment. You do need to go, you know what, I'm here. Right? Or even if you're talking to someone, okay, what do you need from me? Do you just want some, like, an ear to listen, or are you looking for solutions? Right? And just being able to have that clarity of go, okay, I'm showing up in the ways that they want, and nobody's wasting energy and nobody's going to be upset. I don't know what my bangs are doing, guys. I'm sorry. And so it's something that would be very helpful, especially if you're going into family get-togethers over the holidays, right? Something that you can go in. Don't forget to bubble up. Don't forget to do your spiritual hygiene. Don't forget to clear your energy afterwards, okay? Because family connections are often intense and complicated, on top of emotions and grief and everybody coming from a different reality, a different experience. It is something that would be very beneficial as well. Going in and going, okay, I'm not going to take on what is not mine to carry. I'm also going to protect my energy, so I'm not absorbing, okay? And I think that this is going to be a wonderful learning curve for you. And I think that it's something that is timely. And again, I have the hunch that it's going to be showing up multiple times in 2025, especially the first 6 months, where we're really rebuilding how our life feels. Okay. Love this card. There you are, reaping the benefits of your efforts. There you are. Listen, I have such enlightenment and relief as I get to the later part of the week. So by the time you get to this weekend, you're going to feel more relaxed. You're going to feel more in control. There's going to be more clarity. Has been such a heavy fog this year of trying to make the changes, trying to figure out what is it I want to do. I feel like I can feel that change is coming for me, but what is it? What do I want to do? What's missing, right? There's all of these, but we can't see it. This is lifting. This is going to be lifted. You're going to have clarity before the turn of the new year, okay? And so by the weekend, there's going to be lighter energy. You're going to feel more clear-minded, which is so nice. I think we're still a little low energy. You may not have all that pep in your step just yet, but that's coming, okay? This lower energy, what is it teaching us? It's teaching us to have compassion for ourselves, to give ourselves a break, to cut ourselves some slack, to prioritize what actually matters, right? Be mindful with how you use the energy that you have. I think it's going to be so important. But this is saying that you are reaping the benefits of your efforts, that you are enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay, don't be afraid to treat yourself. Don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back. What a wonderful exercise it is to sit in your journal and write down all of the things that you are proud of yourself this year. Especially being such a challenging year. This year has been all about teaching us our drive, our grit, our desires, right? Really showing us what we're made of, because we have been digging deep, and on the days that we don't feel like it, we're digging deep, right? There's so much about discipline and drive that 2024 has taught us. And oftentimes when we sit in reflections, we tend to Look at all the experience that we didn't really want to be having. But what if we took our energy and was more intentional with how we use it, and we sit in reflection and we look and reflect on all of the opportunities for us to show up and all the lessons and all the hardships that we made it through, and list everything that you are proud of yourself for, because you should be proud of yourself. It has been a year. All right. And it has really shown you what you're made of, and you're still trying. How amazing is that? That you're still wanting and looking forward and moving forward and knowing that it's going to lift and knowing that it's going to get a little bit easier. You haven't lost your faith. You have built your faith this year, which is so amazing. All right. I'm going to leave that with you. Next week, I'll be back here on Mondays. Same time, 6-ish. And that's everything. I hope you have a wonderful week. See ya.